All right, shut up, Mark.
Matt, you're next. What's going on?
Hey, guys. How's it going tonight?
All right.
Rock, I ever wondered, with so many cool heels and the lack of, hated heels, I was wondering if you ever had to turn The Rock evil again, would you ever think about bringing back third-generation superstar Rocky Maivia, since, everybody pretty much hated him?
No, not necessarily because he was a babyface. When Rocky Maivia became The Rock went out there and he crapped on the people. He did what he had to do to get legitimate heel heat. He did that, and made no bones about it. Would say, hey, this ain't sing along with The Rock and good night trailer park trash every single night. No, I think if the time were ever to happen where The Rock would turn heel again, he wouldn't have to go back to Rocky Maivia. He'd just have to kind of do exactly what he has to do. And there's still a lot of arrogance, and there's still a lot of arrogance, a lot of confidence, a lot of things you still see in The Rock now. It just so happens he's a babyface. But when the time comes, and it'll eventually happen, whether it's 2 years or 4 or 5 years down the road, he'll just be still the same Rock. You'll just hate him.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Good luck with your future, all right?
Appreciate it.
All right. Well, that's the funny thing is you didn't even try to be a good guy. I mean, it just happened. He'd go out there and say he was the people's champ, and the people were like, no, you're not. You just like being pompous and saying, I'm the people's champ. And then after a while, it just caught on. You brainwashed everybody. You hypnotized them or something. So yeah, he is the people's champ.
Hey, Chris, what do you have for The Rock?
Rock, this is one of the millions of fans. I was calling to find out what kind of injuries you've ever sustained in the ring.
In the ring, other than a couple of knee injuries, had a couple of surgeries already. That done shoulder injuries all the time. Pretty much your typical bumps and bruises.
Yeah, you can see time and time again. You see black and blue marks on some of the wrestlers from going off the ring and everything. What about when you flip over the top? What's that do to you?
Well, you won't see too much flipping over the top from The Rock. Not like the Hardy Boys or anything like that.
Yeah, they get into it. That ladder match is still one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. We got Sick Boy in the studio. He's like a wrestling expert. You got a quick question for The Rock there, Sick Boy? He's been chomping at the bit all afternoon.
Yeah, I was actually kind of curious about, remember the MTV special over the summer? They had the feature on Tony Atlas, who was your dad's tag team partner. I was kind of wondering if you saw that and what you thought about it. They kind of highlighted some of the hard times that Tony's gone through over the years, and him talking about being so desperate that he wanted to kill himself and all that, and just what your thought on it was, with your dad being his partner.
Well, before The Rock actually answers that, just out of curiosity, The Rock's heard of your name, and The Rock's got a question for you regarding your website.
Oh, no.
Actually, I had no idea it was you who goes by the name of Sick Boy, but it was brought to my attention last night from the office that your website carries a lot of racist comments, and I just want to hear about that. And for the most part, I just want to know, it sounds like all you guys are friends, and if you guys had known that this is a guy who has racist comments on his website, and if in fact you guys are behind that.
Oh, I've seen his website a few times. He's got a bunch of writers on there, and I think they just open it up to everything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything ever been racist, no more than any of the humor that goes on in this show.
Well, hey, now, don't blame our show.
Don't lump us into that.
Well, I'll tell you what, after it was read, a couple of lines were read yesterday. The officer called me, read a couple of lines for me. It said something like, The Rock being half black, half Samoan, doesn't know whether he should go rob houses or eat food or whatever it is, and saying Jacqueline's from the jungle, and Mark Henry, something about him being a gorilla or a monkey or something like that. So elaborate on that. And if that's the case, if you guys are behind this guy, then really, I really don't even want to be here for that matter, and I certainly don't want to talk to you.
Well, if there's been any, this is nothing that's been written by me. I've got a staff of 15 writers that are on the site, and the site is done as an entertainment site, adding humor and just commentary on what goes on in wrestling. I haven't seen anything that was racist on the site. If there was anything that I ever saw as being too extreme, it would be gone in a heartbeat. There's been plenty of stuff that gets...
Well, being saying that Jacqueline is from the jungle and Mark Henry's a monkey, and whether or not The Rock wants to rob houses because he's half black or he wants to eat because he's half Samoan, quite frankly, I find that offensive.
Well, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen those posts at all. I don't know if anybody else has. And
I'll be honest, I've never read any of that.
I've never seen one thing up on my site that would ever be racist, because that's not how I was raised, and that's not how I would run a website.
Well, it's on there.
Well, I haven't seen it on there. If it's on there, it will absolutely be removed. But, you know, I absolutely do not condone, nor do I, you know, support any of the statements made. But, and if, you know, somebody on there has made racist comments like that, they're absolutely going to be fired.
Can I be excused?
Whoa, really? Wow.
All right.
Well, for the most part, it's one of those things where, I was contacted, I was made aware of it, and the office was made aware of it, and quite frankly, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't want to answer your questions. And if you guys have anything to do with this guy, I quite frankly don't want to have anything to do with
honestly,
you guys.
I've never read any of that stuff on the site, and that's the honest truth.
No, we have him on whenever we have wrestlers on. He's an expert, knows a lot about it. We have that on. I don't know anything about any racist postings. Like I said, we don't condone that either.
Yeah. Well, it was brought to my attention last night, and it was read to me over the phone in detail.
When you have an open forum, especially on the internet, there's not really much you can do about
well,
that.
Apparently it was from the writers who you must employ somehow.
Well, they're not paid writers at all. They're hired based on their writing skills. But if I had known somebody was
or lack of, for that matter.
Well, you know, I apologize for anything that you may have taken offense to. I absolutely, you know, do not condone that type of writing, especially on my website. You know, it's something that I put a lot of hard work into, and it's been up for 2 years now, and, you know, we've put a lot of energy and a lot of money into it to make it something to be proud of, and for something like that to be on it, it's a black eye to the site, and it's a black eye to me. And, you know, I apologize to you and Jacqueline and, you know, anybody else from the WWF who, if somebody had made a comment like that to them, then they will absolutely be gone.
You mean African-American site.
All right. Enough with that.
Wow. Boy, that sure turned around quick. Look at that. What the hell are you doing?
So what else, guys? Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, no problem.
God damn. You ruined our interview with The Rock. What the hell? We were all having fun.
All right. Well, we still want to thank you for coming by.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, absolutely.
I hope you don't hate us.
Well, no, I mean, if you know of this, and if you're telling me the truth, if you know of this...
I'm giving you my word. You don't know much about me, but I honestly have never read anything like that on his website. And that is my word. I'm not backing down or anything. I've never read anything like that. And that's the God's honest truth.
All right.
I believe it's there. I'm not going to lie, but, you know, if you say it's there, but...
I was pretty much there, you know, for the most part. Again, I was brought aware. It was brought to my attention last night, sat on the phone for a good couple of hours, and made the publicist aware, and I had no idea it was him, but appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you.
Okay. Book signing starting at 7 tonight, Tower Records, East 4th Street, and Lafayette in the East Village. Got to thank The Rock for stopping on by today. 1027 WNEW. Who the hell just turned off their radio?
Hey.
Once again, it's Opie and Anthony. Jeffrey Ross still in the studio. I don't know if he wants to be associated with us anymore, but...
Oh, my, that was crazy.
That was cringe radio at its best. Jeffrey Ross playing Caroline's tonight, and all weekend long, call Caroline's for tickets, but he is...
Thanks for having me on, you guys.
He will be there. He will be there tonight at 8. Holy, I am like shaking.
Flip from Ossining on instant feedback. Never have I heard your show come to such a screeching halt. Nice way to kill an interview, sick boy. Wow. Man. That was some of the most uncomfortable radio I have ever heard. Poor sick boy.
Send all complaints to WDB@xwrestling.com.
Dude.
He's the guy you want.
All right, thanks.
Oh, my God.
Oh. He just ran right out of here, didn't he?
Yeah, he walked right out.
I swear to God, it was like a train hit me heading out the door.
I got hit by the train. Crasher. Oh.
It was just, wow.
You know, and
he was having such a good time. Yeah. He was going to cut like liners for our show, and
he saw the White Devil.
And there was
wow.
There was a bunch of people out there waiting to get pictures and autographs, and he just whoosh right through the crowd.
He said goodbye to me.
Yeah.
He shook my hand. I said, nice to meet you.
Oh, we didn't get a handshake or nothing.
No, he just turned his... You know what?
All of a sudden...
Donna.
Yes, I'm here.
What's up?
Very, very uncomfortable. Did he even leave? I mean, was it cordial, or did he shake me with his hand walking out, or?
No, when I was giving the plug for the book and the book signing, he just turned right around and walked right out. Wouldn't shake our hand, nothing.
Very, very uncomfortable.
I swear.
I feel bad for Jeffrey Ross.
He shook Jeffrey's hand. That was about it.
Very, very odd.
How'd that happen? Wow.
You know, I'm not going to... we had no idea what was on the xwrestling.com site. No clue whatsoever.
Hey, good.
And I know as he's walking out, he thinks, you know, we knew all along what was on there.